Okay, we just spent a whole goddamn hour just sitting here and just holding these mics, just realizing that it didn't catch the mic audio. So to start off, we're just gonna say we are sorry that it didn't catch the audio,
But
but you can hear us pretty well.
hopefully you can still hear us pretty good.
Yes, you will hear us talking. Next time when we do this, we will not fuck up, I promise. But enjoy the episode.
Okay.
I hope this works this time.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna work.
Are you sure?
Yes, pretty sure.
It's been a rough few hours.
It's been a rough few hours. Guys, welcome. Go ahead.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Hot Takes of Wrestling podcast with yours truly, Harley.
And yours truly, Logan.
Yes. Holy shit, it's been a rough few hours.
Guys, we are still in shock with what happened last night at the Elimination Chamber. We have a lot of things to talk about and a lot of questions to be answered as well. But we're going to get into that. I think what we'll do is we'll probably just go through each match, maybe in a row, or just talk about each one.
All I'm going to say is a lot of childhoods were ruined.
A lot of childhoods were ruined, and
some tears were made.
Yes, very. Especially me. It wasn't like bawling, like you couldn't like bawling my eyes out, but I was a little teary-eyed of what the results were. But we'll get into that, obviously.
You want to get us started?
Let's get started. So, the show starts off with the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Let's just say that some of our predictions were met and some of them were not. The three that we chose were going to win did not win at all.
Oh God, no.
Nobody that we picked who was going to win did not win.
Oh, I was so surprised.
I was surprised.
Who won?
So it starts off with Naomi and Liv Morgan, and Jade Cargill's music hits. And it took me a second to realize that it was her until they showed her coming out, and I was like, oh shoot, we're about to see.
No, so here's what happened. So we're all sitting here watching. I knew Jade Cargill's music was out. That's why I was like, oh my God. And then he's like, wait, whose music is playing? I was like, that's Jade Cargill's. And he's like, oh my God.
I was like, no way. And you called it too. Like you knew it was
I fucking called it. I called it last week.
Yeah, so she starts walking up and she gets in the ring. Liv Morgan's freaking out, and we both know she was gonna attack Naomi.
Oh,
like,
100%.
I was like, yeah, she's going for Naomi, and then boom, starts destroying Naomi, and Baylor's like freaking out in the chamber, like begging.
And she's in the pod.
Yeah, she's in the pod, and like freaking out, and just demolishes Naomi to the point where she can't even compete. So she's out of the Elimination Chamber.
She was the first one out. Yeah. I was so surprised.
Yeah, that was freaking crazy. So I was like, dang, this show is gonna be crazy. So that happens, and so Liv Morgan's just by herself, and then I think Bayley comes out.
No, Bianca.
Bianca comes out, and then it just starts, the match happens.
Not gonna lie, it was a solid match.
It was a good match. Although, again, our predictions were not met.
No.
Roxanne Perez did a pretty good job.
Oh, yeah. I thought she did a fantastic job.
Yeah, she did really well. All of them did a really good job. And I gotta say, the biggest wow was the whip from Bianca Belair to Liv Morgan's back. That was so loud. That actually made me hurt a little bit.
Oh, and just looking at it after it. Oh my God, that was so fucking brutal.
Yeah, she was laying down. They zoomed the camera to see her. There was a huge mark around her gut all the way to her back, and it's just holy cow, that. And you could hear it too. I was like, dang, that must have hurt. But. Yeah, it was a good match. I'd say everyone did a good job. We both were upset that Alexa Bliss got eliminated.
Oh yeah, I was kind of sad, but I don't I want to go back to the Jade Cargill attack. There was a point that they panned into Alexa Bliss. She looked fucking concerned.
Yeah, she was traumatized. I was like, wow. And it actually felt real. It was.
Oh yeah.
It didn't feel like there was this was Bianca was freaking out, pleading, crying. And everyone was just shocked, but it's the beating that Naomi took. But I'm just dang, we both knew it was coming.
It was coming eventually.
Yeah.
But I thought it was gonna come sooner. To be honest, because honestly, we're gonna back up a little bit. When Naomi and Bianca lost the tag team titles,
Yeah.
I thought Jade was going to come out.
That's what I thought too. Yeah, I was gonna say Jade's gonna come out, confess who it is, and then since they were both in the Elimination Chamber, I thought they'd have a reason to go at each other.
Right.
Like, because not because them going into a tag team, I mean, is good, but it's like they're working together until eventually they have to start fighting each other because someone has to win.
Right.
But like I thought there was gonna be a reason for them to actually go at it, but it doesn't matter now because Naomi got eliminated right when it started, so it doesn't matter. So we're gonna find out this week what
hopefully
happened.
hopefully on Raw.
Hopefully on Raw tomorrow, actually, which I'm excited for now because
Oh.
ever since this happened.
And we will get to the biggest moment.
Yeah, we will get to the biggest moment
But
at the end.
we will get to it. The next match, we're gonna move on to Tiffany Stratton
And Trish Stratus.
Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and
Candice
Candice
LeRae.
LeRae. Not gonna lie, kind of.
It was mid.
It was
It was
kinda
mid.
It's just one of those. I mean, I get it. Trish Stratus is from Toronto because that's where they did it at, and then just okay. It was not at all. It was okay
Yeah.
for a decent match, but it wasn't.
I mean, it was entertaining to watch, but it wasn't like I wasn't like on the edge of my seat, like, come on, Trish. Like I was I was just watching casually, like, yeah, this is all right, but it's not like
We
anything.
had like a whole group watching it last night, and my dad was watching it, and he was like, "Damn!"
Apparently, he grew up when Trish Stratus was fighting, so he's pretty popular for single boob, I guess. Right?
Yeah. My dad saw Trish Stratus's boobie back in the day, but
He was kind of simping over that last night.
oh yeah, 100%.
But anyways, so that match was all right. It wasn't great, but then we get on to the unsanctioned match. Oh, my gosh,
That was beautiful.
this was a freaking amazing, cool match to watch. I loved every single minute of it. Do you kind of want to talk about what some of the things that happened?
Not gonna lie, when I saw Kevin Owens, no, Sami Zayn set up the first table,
That's true.
and then Kevin Owens stacks the second table on top. I was like, holy shit, they're gonna kill each other.
Yeah, this is gonna get crazy. I do want to talk about one thing that I was right about. Well, we'll get into that at the end of this. But I was right about one thing that did happen. But we'll talk about that.
And to be honest, I was kind of on the wrong, but we'll get to it.
Yeah.
But my God, at first, I gotta admit, it was kind of slow,
It was slow. Yeah.
but it really picked up like that.
Yeah.
It picked up real quick, and then, but we're gonna jump more ahead. When I saw the fucking chair covered in barbed wire,
Oh yeah. I was like, oh man.
"Ooh, that is hardcore shit right there."
Yeah. And
oh god, match overall, I think
it was good.
this might be a hot take, dude.
Dude.
I think it might have been better than the men's chamber.
You think?
Slightly.
I did see a poll on YouTube that people did think that match was the best one of the night.
Oh yeah.
Which arguably it can be, but I would say yeah, it was definitely up there.
Oh, dude,
But-
it was.
Um,
But then now let's get to the
well,
surprise.
hold on, I want to talk about. So yeah, and then they start fighting in the crowd. We're like, and then Sami Zayn power bombs or like side slams Kevin Owens to both of the snack tables. Two snack tables in a row.
tables.
And I honestly thought Sami Zayn was gonna win this match. I did, but with how it was looking,
I changed my prediction last minute
yeah,
to being like, because I gave it this entire week leading up to yesterday was very long for both of us because we were very excited.
we were both waiting. I was like, bro, this week is so long, but now it's Saturday.
We've been sending each other messages, sending each other wrestling memes, just constantly being like, oh, we are so fucking stoked. And what's crazy is Triple H did a post on that day being like, Toronto tonight, this show is going to be industry changing.
Oh, it was
100%.
And
But you better stick around. We're going to talk about the big
yeah,
thing.
and you guys probably already know what you guys.
Yeah,
what it was.
we will get to
We'll talk about it. Everything.
that.
We'll get to everything. So yeah, that was a good match. But now here's the part that I was right about. So after the match is over, or no, I think the match was still going on, and I told you
the match was over.
the match was over, and I told you Randy Orton's coming out. He's gonna come out and attack Kevin Owens. And when Kevin Owens like opened like or took off the padding on the floor, I was like, all right, Randy, it's your time to come out. And his music hits, and I was like, I freaking told you. I knew Randy Orton was coming out to attack Kevin Owens.
I honestly didn't expect it. I was like, nah, he's not gonna come out.
And gets in the ring, they start brawling, RKO's Kevin Owens, and was about to punt kick him. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hope he gets this. But then, of course, security did their job and prevented that from happening. But I would have loved to see him punt kick Kevin Owens. And then he starts RKOing a bunch of security,
which I thought that was funny.
That was funny.
That's more of like that just kind of reminded me of like what Stone Cold Steve Austin would do.
Yeah, he would just like flip them off and then
Oh, dude.
But man, Randy Orton returning was. I actually I was right about that. I was like, he's gonna come out. He's gonna come out.
I can give him that prediction if we ever did like a competition of who would get right, you would get the win.
We both got something right. You got Jay Cargill and I got Randy Orton.
Yeah.
But I was like during the whole show I wasn't thinking Randy Orton was gonna return. I just had a feeling that while that match was going, I had a thought, I'm like, you know what, Randy Orton's returned tonight. And of course he did. So I was right about that.
So before the men's chamber, we thought we were gonna get the Cody and Rock segment.
Yeah, we did.
But I was actually surprised that they did the men's chamber first. But now that I really think about it, it made a little bit of sense.
But now we know why.
Now we know why. We will get to it in just a second. The men's chamber.
The men's chamber.
Holy shit!
That was incredible to watch. I cannot tell you how nervous I was when when the entrances were coming. I'm like, I told him, I was like, dude, I'm nervous. Like, I'm nervous that Cena's gonna not like do it. Like, he's gonna get out as soon as he comes in.
Right.
And I was nervous. Like, my heart was shaking. Like, this was almost like a Super Bowl, like kind of nervous.
Right.
Because every year for the Super Bowl, I just get nervous. I don't know why. Especially because it's been the Chiefs the past 3 years. I hate the Chiefs.
My team took them down. Go Birds.
I'm really happy the Chiefs lost this year. But like, I had that feeling. And I was like, I hate having this feeling because it's just like you want them to win, but it's like it never goes the way you want.
I'll give you a scenario of that feeling. Both of the Cody and Roman matches at Mania.
You had that feeling?
I had that feeling, especially the first time at 39. They were like, I really want Cody to finish the story.
Yeah.
But then he loses.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn it, I want Roman Reigns to drop the title.
Yeah.
Whole year builds up. And then WrestleMania 40 happens. Just watching the Bloodline Rules match.
Was that nervous feeling again?
It was the nervous feeling again, but it just got exciting. This one was the same feeling.
Yeah, it was the same feeling.
We wanted, all honesty, I had mainly my prediction to be CM Punk winning.
Yeah.
But I did have John Cena also winning.
Yeah. I did too. I had Rollins, CM Punk, and John Cena to win. And can't lie,
they were the final three.
They were the final three. So
they were the final
at that point, I was like, okay, so someone that we predicted is going to win.
Right. But I do want to say, I did not expect Drew McIntyre going out first.
I didn't either, but I'm really happy he did because I was like, yes. Like, because I felt he was the biggest threat because on that promo of SmackDown, he did say he was going to bury John Cena, and that was like, oh crap! It was like, this is not going to be good for Cena. But when he got eliminated, I was like, yes, thank you. Okay, now he's out of the way. Damian Priest eliminated, but he did claim more Cena. And I gotta say this right now: when Cena came out of that pod, he was on fire.
Oh yeah.
He was delivering AAs, shoulder tackles, and side slams like nobody's business. Everyone comes out of the pod, rushes, shoulder tackles Seth Rollins, AAs Damian Priest. Does the side slam on Logan Paul, and then A is Seth Rollins just like instantly, and
then just out of nowhere, Drew McIntyre just
Claymore Cena, and I was like, oh no, this is not gonna go good. And I was literally on the edge of my seat when Cena came out. I was nervous, but I was also like excited. But when he got Claymore, I was like, oh no, like here it comes. And then Damian Priest comes behind Drew McIntyre, eliminates him right off the bat. And then because of the anger, Drew McIntyre claymores Damian Priest, which causes Logan Paul to do a frog splash and eliminates Damian Priest.
Right.
So those two are out of the way. I was like, okay. I mean, that was cool. But, I mean, we both know that they weren't going to win. I thought Drew McIntyre was going to be one of the
Like I told you, I don't know if I... Oh, no, we didn't bring it up last week. So there was a rumor going on that Drew McIntyre was the scheduled winner for the Elimination Chamber, which, in my opinion, would be stupid and it wouldn't make sense for the story.
Yeah.
But I'm super. It's still green, right?
It's still green.
Okay.
I was watching.
We're having. This is new to us. We are in person. Like I am touching this man right
Yeah,
here.
we're in person. We'll probably do this once a month, every pay-per-view.
Yeah, well, I think that's a good idea.
Every pay-per-view.
Every pay-per-view, we will do a live
in person. Yeah.
In person thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what was I at again?
You're talking about Drew McIntyre potentially winning.
Yeah, so Drew McIntyre was the potential winner, and I was like, no, that doesn't make sense, and actually that will actually upset me.
Yeah.
And so, but then he gets out first, which I feel like is going to set up for Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania.
Definitely, yeah, because
And then
Drew McIntyre basically cost Damian Priest that match.
Yeah.
Because of, anyways, and then they start fighting. I can't remember what happens after that. Kind of a fog. You see how much I'm trying to remember.
We're still processing.
We're still processing what happened, but I think CM Punk comes out after.
Yeah, CM Punk was the last person to get out of his
Which
spot.
I was actually happy. Well, let's backtrack for a second. I was so happy that John Cena did not start. I was happy about that, and I was also I was happy that he was second to last. But I did say crap. He's not the last one to come out, but he did pretty dang cool.
Yeah,
he did pretty dang well. So I was pretty happy. But yeah, CM Punk comes out, starts brawling with Paul right off the bat, destroying him, and then he gets the GTS on Logan Paul and gets him out.
Gets him out, and then
was happy about that.
Seth Rollins was the one that started the match.
Yes.
And then he's still in the match. Ignore the background.
Yeah.
And and then the final. It's the final three. And we're sitting here being like, oh shit.
Someone's going to win that we predicted.
Someone's going to win.
Yeah.
And then John Cena and CM Punk had their moment,
yes.
which I thought was really cool.
It was cool because it kind of gives a flashback of their rivalry back in the early 2010s or something.
Yeah, the 2010s.
And I do know that rivalry because in 2K15 they had a 2K showcase of that rivalry of that story, and so I played through that, and so I was kind of thinking that as I was going through, I'm like, yeah, like that match, like yeah, that happens. And they actually rehearsed a match in this Elimination Chamber where he jumped and like rolled up and they grabbed him. Like he jumped in Cena's arms, like did a flip and grabbed him up. They did that in a match. Yeah. And they kind of rehearsed that whole like thing. Like he tries the STF, gets out of the STF because of anaconda bias, and reverses it.
It was
something like that.
Pure cinema.
And they shook hands, had respect, and then just started going.
Bam! Oh, that was so cool.
Which I liked.
And then I was actually kind of surprised that they double teamed Seth Rollins to get him out.
That was cool. They double teamed Seth Rollins, hits GTS on him, to Seth Rollins, and he's gone.
And then here's the thing: CM Punk pinned him, not John Cena.
Yeah, CM Punk did pin him.
And so, but here's the thing: we're eyeballing the screen, and then we realize that the chamber door is still open.
Yeah. So we realized the chamber door is still open. So you talk about your prediction that you thought was coming.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead and talk about it.
So my prediction I had a scenario. I had two different scenarios. If John Cena ends up winning, someone's gonna cost CM Punk the match, and it was gonna be vice versa for the same for John Cena.
Oh, okay.
And I was right. Seth Rollins ends up curb stomping him right in the ring, and then John Cena takes advantage and completely knocks him out.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were gonna talk about the Roman Reigns. You thought.
Yeah. So I thought Roman Reigns was going to come out since the chamber door was still out.
Yeah.
And just like costing CM Punk, but
And Seth Rollins.
And Seth Rollins. Or either. But then Seth Rollins ends up costing CM Punk.
Which we were both like, oh crap.
So hopefully, maybe a potential.
Yeah. A potential future match between maybe those two.
Maybe. That's the thing is
their feud's not over. Definitely.
Oh God, no. Their
feud's way far from over.
Yeah.
I just had a thought and I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh, and at this point in the match, I was like, okay, so Cena actually could win. I literally could not tell you how happy I was. Well, yeah, so you said, Cena gets Punk gets knocked out from the stomp. Cena puts him in the STF, which causes Punk to lose consciousness. And at that point, I was like, holy crap, Cena actually freaking won.
Yeah.
And he won the chamber. And I can't lie, I did tell him, I was like, you know what, that made me a little emotional because
we've grown up with John Cena.
I've grown up with him, and Cena's actually the reason I got into wrestling. I didn't start watching till 2014, so I've been watching wrestling for a decade, and just watching Cena over the years has just been so awesome. And there's people out there that hate John Cena, but I personally love John Cena, and I'm sad that this is last year.
Yeah.
But I was very happy that he won. Like, I was actually kind of like, it was very empowering to me, seeing him with the victory.
Yeah. And then next thing you know, Cody Rhodes comes out. As you know, the winner of the chamber will face Cody Rhodes at Mania.
Right.
And not gonna lie, I thought Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, I was like kind of on the fence about it.
Yeah. Wasn't sure if it was actually gonna go. Like, I'm not sure it's gonna go that direction. So,
but then we realized Cody Rhodes is coming out. Yeah. Now we know who else is coming out.
Yeah, so we know he's coming out. And at first I was like, wait, why is Cena still out here? Like, I don't know if he was, because I thought, he's gonna like shake hands with Cody and say, hey, it's you and me at WrestleMania, which they did. It was like, you and me WrestleMania, this is what they want for that championship, which they did. And but then Cena was still out there, so it's like,
but then The Rock's music hits.
Yeah. Comes out with Travis Scott, which I thought was
weird. That was honestly so fucking stupid.
That was weird, but whatever.
Dumb. But we're gonna move on from that. Rock comes out. He wants to know an answer.
Yeah. He's like Cody Rhodes. The moment has come, or something. Mine's beeping. Is it supposed to beep?
Why is it beeping? I hope.
Hello.
We'll just continue with it.
Anyways, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, so he's like, the time has come for you to make a decision. If you say yes, your dream lives on, or something like that.
Yeah.
If you say no, the dream dies.
Yeah.
And Cody was like, I want it all, Rock. And at this point, I thought he was going to say yes.
Oh, yeah.
We're like, what? I thought he was going to say yes. I want it all. I can't remember what he says after that.
He said, I gave everything to this ring and to the people.
Right. I gave my soul to this ring, to this people a long time ago. Rock, go fuck yourself! Straight up didn't even bleep it. I was oh my gosh, no way they just did that.
Straight up, right when Cody said that, I was like, that is fucking bold.
That is freaking awesome that they totally just straight up just had him say
And now, the moment is...
The moment of truth. So, I want to get into this. So, Cena is like kind of celebrating that he said no to Rock. Cena goes to hug Cody, like, yeah, like, let's go. And all of a sudden, John's face turns like evil. And I was like, wait, what? Rock goes like this. John Cena turns freaking heel on Cody.
Oh my god.
I cannot tell you how shocked I was when that happened, because we've never seen Cena heel before.
No.
And I thought we have. I didn't know that, actually. You had to tell me that he's never turned heel before.
Yeah, it's...
And
just talking about it is just giving me a bad feeling.
It really does. Just starts destroying Cody Rhodes, attacks him. And I'm really confused what they're going to do with this story, because I don't know if I like him being heel on his last freaking year. If he's going to be heel, I don't think it's going to be the whole year. I don't think it's going to be.
Oh yeah,
it's
that's
going to be
my
at least till WrestleMania.
But now we know. I'm just worried that everything. Just after that happened, I straight up told you this entire retirement tour just completely
changed out of nowhere, and yeah, like it just took a crazy turn. I was shocked. I was like, there's no way that they can do this. Like, and that's why we said childhood was ruined, because people grew up, like kids like from our generation, like us, grew up on John Cena, like being the good guy. Now that he's heel, it's scary. I did see a post saying that kids today who didn't know John Cena because he's been away, like Jay and Cody probably, but like us as adults, because we grew up, like we don't, like we're shocked, but kids today, like they don't know what's going on. Someone said that this is a good time for him to turn heel because it doesn't really affect a lot of kids.
Right. Okay.
For him to like turn heel, it affects us. That makes sense.
It really.
Yeah, and it really did affect me. Like it was.
Not gonna lie, it kind of fucked me up.
Yeah, it did. I was like, bro.
It really messed me up.
And yeah, we've been seeing a lot of things on social media already.
We have been on top of everything. That's why we had to create the little short that we made.
Yeah.
Because, like, the short that we made was legitimately moments after it happened.
It was moments before. Like, I'm sorry, after. Yeah.
After it happened, like, we were so fucking shocked.
I was just like, bro. But I gotta ask you a question.
What's that?
How many, out of all the heels that you've seen, which one's been your favorite?
Or like my favorite.
Like, who's been your favorite bad guy? I guess.
Bad guy. I would say like my favorite heel turn, by far, would be probably when Seth Rollins stabbed.
That's mine too.
The Shield.
That's mine too. I was gonna say Seth Rollins is probably the best heel I've seen because I actually hated him.
Oh,
I actually had hatred towards the character.
Yeah.
Every time he would come on screen and just like when him and Cena had that rivalry, I hated Seth, dude. I was like, dude, this dude is pissing me off. It's like, let's get him off the show. Let Cena like destroy him, and he did. He beat him in a couple matches, but like, yeah, that was by far my favorite heel. I don't know if Cena's gonna be my favorite heel. I don't even know how long he's gonna be heel.
Yeah, that's something that we're gonna have to find out.
We're gonna have to find out. Like,
but now since we talked about it, it all made sense.
It does make sense now how it's gonna go. Yeah.
Because now we know Cody is the big baby face.
Yeah.
And now John Cena is now the big heel.
Which shocked everybody. And I sent you that reel earlier about this guy saying like, because he's heel, he's gonna have to wear different gear. He's not gonna be a heel in the gear he has now.
Oh God, no.
He's not gonna have the same theme.
New theme, everything.
Everything.
He has talked about that he was almost going to turn heel during the Rock
versus Cena. Yeah.
Rock versus Cena 1.
Like back in 2012. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I saw that too. Like they were planning on having him being heel.
Oh yeah.
They just changed it, but because I think a lot of people wanted him to be heel for a while.
A lot of people wanted him.
And when he turned heel last night, like people were actually cheering that he turned heel.
Yes.
Like
a
people
lot
were cheering.
This has been probably 20 years in the making.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But we're going to talk a little bit about the post show a little bit.
Yeah.
Because The Rock has brought into more detail of the whole process.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you remember, like they were talking about this in the post show. In Bad Blood, when Rock returned after the Roman and Cody
did the 3 thing.
Yeah, and then did the 3 thing and then slid, and then Rock did it last night. So it's kind of like a full circle moment.
It's almost like he's planning on having seen it.
He's planning something to be big.
Yeah. Like at this point, it's literally like a freaking TV show that we watched for a long time, and there's just a huge cliffhanger. Oh, and now we're waiting for like the season finale almost. So this was like the season finale, but it's like now it's coming as like the start of a new season or something.
Right.
Like it's so weird. This feels more like a freaking TV show than wrestling at this point.
It kind of is.
Yeah, it is.
But I want to say the balls that John Cena has goes into the conference room for the post show, sits down, grabs the mic, drops it, and leaves. That is ballsy. Now, here's the thing. They're going to have Raw tomorrow.
Yep.
And then there's going to be 3 Raws out of the U.S. John Cena is scheduled for those 3 Raws.
Is he scheduled for tomorrow? Do you know?
No. We don't know yet. So, hopefully we'll get answers about what happens in these next coming weeks.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are like, how is the story going to go?
Yeah. I think because he turned heel, now I can actually see Cena beating Cody at WrestleMania. But a part of me doesn't feel like the bad guy should win. So I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just freaking happy that John Cena is even at WrestleMania for the main event.
Right.
Whether he's heel or not. Seriously. I was happy for that. Because I didn't see it really, but I wanted it to happen and it did.
So I can legitimately say that John Cena has sold out.
Well, yeah, he definitely has. Yeah.
And so he sold his soul to The Rock, and now The Rock is going to try to do everything in his power, because apparently he couldn't win the Royal Rumble by himself.
Yeah, that's true.
So it would make sense for him to go to The Rock and be like, "Hey, I don't know if I can do this."
People did, yeah. I think Wade Barrett said that last night, because I heard him say like he's desperate, like he needs.
Oh yeah.
And that's probably why he did it.
Oh yeah.
At least in the story.
That's more of a desperate move.
It's basically like, yeah. So, but it's just.
And I just think it was funny that Triple H was talking about all this, and then I'm over here being like, "Bro, you're the one that made it happen. You're the head of creative."
Yeah. It's like you know what's coming.
Yeah.
We don't, but that's
so, it's the miracle. And I straight up yelled while we were watching, "I fucking love professional wrestling."
It's getting good. It's really getting good. I mean, again, I didn't watch a lot of last year.
Okay.
I didn't watch a lot of last year. So I don't know. I watched the end, but from what I've seen for this year, it already seems like it's better than last year.
Yeah, it's like I remember like last week we were talking about, is this year going to beat last year? After last night, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. But now, the big question is, do you think John Cena is going to win at WrestleMania?
Well, considering how you just said that he needs The Rock's help, it's probably going to be some sort of a match where I don't think it's just going to be a normal match. It might be like a different type of match. But I can't believe that they actually finally turned him heel.
Yeah.
It's weird to see him heel. It's gonna be weird. I mean, obviously we don't know what's gonna happen yet.
Right.
But it's gonna be weird.
It's
gonna be weird.
It's gonna be weird.
Because he's not gonna be like the happy, like jokester, like scout boy Cena anymore.
He's not gonna be the wrestling equivalent of Superman.
No. He's not gonna be a kid's favorite anymore.
Sorry, Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, we made a joke. Is like there was a meme I saw, like it's like the Make-A-Wish like director or something after seeing John Cena Hill. He's like, no, because John Cena has, I think, the most Make-A-Wish
wishes out
of everyone.
Yeah,
and it's sad to see that.
It is,
but
so sad.
And but like I told you, now I know why they did it now instead of earlier.
Right.
Because the kids who grew up on him are us. We're older now,
so we are in our early 20s. And we have been watching, I've been watching professional wrestling for like over a decade. You've been watching
over a decade.
And so we did grow up with John Cena and all those guys like John Cena, Rey Mysterio, early Miz, Randy Orton, Triple H when he was still active. Hell, early Roman, early Seth.
Yeah.
And
like when the Shield was in WWE.
Yeah.
I started watching like just before the Shield broke up. That's when I started watching it.
And so it's just seeing that literally broke everyone's hearts. That I would say that was probably I would say that was probably the most shocking thing.
It was shocking because it meant something. Like it was
it meant something.
Like it was. Yeah.
I couldn't.
Like it actually it did something. In fact, like it didn't make me like all depressed, but I was just like, dang, like seeing him like as the bad guy now is just weird. But,
yeah. We were planning on doing the live episode of me and you last night, but we thought it would be a good idea to just let it sit,
let it sink in
of how we feel about what the hell happened last night.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I give last night a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
That was pure cinema. It was like, well, I can't think of a movie on the top of my head that compares to that.
Endgame.
Not really Endgame.
No Way Home for me. It was like my No Way Home kind of.
Yeah.
But like opposite, because it's like I say like different because Tobey Maguire is my favorite Spider-Man, and seeing him in that movie made me have joy. Seeing John Cena turn heel made me feel like bad. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like it did the opposite feeling because they're both like my childhood. So I kind of related to No Way Home, but like in a different term.
Yeah, it was. It's gonna be interesting. WrestleMania season is amazing.
It just got crazy.
I fucking love WrestleMania.
It just got crazy.
It's.
We're gonna see who Belair faces after tonight at WrestleMania.
Or no, it's tomorrow on Raw.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
So as of right now, Bianca Belair is either facing Rhea Ripley or Io Sky, which I've been hearing that
Io Sky could win.
No, that they might do a triple threat
between those three.
Yes, which honestly I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like Rhea Ripley should go as the champion because they've been teasing for Bianca and Rhea because they've never wrestled each other before.
No.
Which I think is going to be a good match.
Yeah.
But I just think, in my personal opinion, Rhea Ripley is going to go in as champion, and they're going to do some big story. And I think that the Jade Cargill thing is going to come into play with it.
It's going to be her and versus Naomi probably.
Yeah. So hopefully by the time tomorrow hits, we can figure out why or like what actually happened to Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
Because that is everyone's question of why. It answers it.
I think we know why Naomi did it, but we don't know.
But we don't know.
I personally think it's because she was jealous. She wanted to be the tag team champion, I think.
Right. I can see that.
So that was why.
But we're gonna have to find out.
I mean, from now on, between this and WrestleMania, it's just Raw and SmackDown that we have. So
yeah. So, and I think we're not done with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
No, definitely just started.
Yeah, and I feel like Randy Orton's going to be a big factor.
Oh yeah, of course. Randy Orton's going to do something crazy, but
this John Cena and Cody Rhodes thing
is just going
to be fucking beautiful.
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be amazing.
I hope Cena turns on Rock at some point.
I hope so too, because I feel like if you're going to have a good heel turn, you're going to have a good face turn.
You got to have you got to have a great face turn. When was a question? I don't even know. When did Seth Rollins become face again? Because I don't know. He was heel for a long time.
I think when he won the WWE title, he was still a heel.
At 31.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was still heel. And even after that too.
I think because he had to drop the title because he got injured.
Oh, did he?
And I think when he returned, Roman was champion, and everybody was booing Roman, even though he was like the biggest. Roman was trying to be the next John Cena. But when Seth Rollins came back, I think that's when he turned face.
Okay.
But he's turned face and heel so many times. It's so hard to keep track. Which, to be honest, I kind of like Seth Rollins' current character.
I do. I like his current character.
Because it's not really a face, but it's also not really a heel.
It's like kind of both.
Yeah. And that's what I like about CM Punk, too. They're both anti-heroes.
Yeah, they're both anti-heroes.
With Cody Rhodes, he's a full-on, like,
hero.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what I keep on seeing is a meme of fucking. It's literally Peacemaker versus Homelander. And I thought that is fucking great.
Yeah, because Cody Rhodes looks like Homelander. He does.
Oh, 100%. With all the entrance outfits that he comes in, looking like a goddamn U.S. superhero. And then, of course, John Cena's fucking Peacemaker.
Yeah.
And so, this is going to be interesting.
I'm excited. It's like I said, it's like a TV show. It's like I'm wanting. It's like I want the next season to be out, which probably starts tomorrow. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
tomorrow.
It's just, man, it's just all to take in.
It's a lot, bro. It is a lot.
It's just, we did not expect that at all. And I think some people did. But
yeah.
Because I didn't think about it. I really did not think about it at all.
Yeah, it was.
Because it was just so sudden. Like, it just happened so quick.
And then, you know what's crazy? I don't know if you saw this, but WWE released a poster literally of John Cena, The Rock, Travis Scott, and then I saw a post around it being like, the spoiler was literally right in front of us.
The spoiler? Oh, for Elimination Chamber?
Yeah, of what happened. Which I thought that was fucking crazy. But you never know.
I'm just curious to see what John Cena's gonna look like now. He's not gonna have all that stuff.
Oh no, he's dropping the jorts.
Yeah, the jorts. I saw like a picture which I think was fake of him like in a dark suit. And like The Rock next to him, but I was like,
I saw something that John Cena might be called Hollywood Cena.
I heard he's gonna be called Corporate Cena.
That I've also heard too. So, but
or Gatekeeper Cena, like he's the gatekeeper to the final boss or something.
Yeah. So, just wait. The Cena will turn on Rock at some point.
Yeah, he will.
That will eventually happen. So The Rock I'm just curious of what The Rock's going to do with John Cena.
Yeah.
So now, do you think Rock's going to be more like appearing more since this happening?
Yeah.
So it's just.
But I'm curious to know if well, I would say Roman and Rock are probably still kind of like.
Do you really think Roman and Rock is still going to happen?
No, but I mean, I just don't know like if they're on the same page, I guess.
Or
you know what I mean?
Yeah, the whole bloodline thing.
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of done with now. That storyline.
Yeah, the bloodline's pretty much done. Even like the solo bloodline is done.
It's kind of done.
It's getting so mellowed out.
Yeah.
But honestly, I can see Jacob Fatu doing some big things.
Yeah, for sure. Because I don't even see Tama Tonga and Tangaloa anymore, really.
And then Solo. After Friday, he got put into the multiple matches for the U.S. Championship #1 contender. Just seeing that, just straight up, they just literally put Solo as a mid-carder.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad, but honestly, I'm not a big fan of Solo, to be honest.
Yeah, he's.
But I can see, Jimmy Uso's getting up there.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
But
I'm curious to know what they're gonna do with him.
Yeah. So as of right now, the Gunther and Jey Uso story is really slow right now.
It's slow, but I think it's gonna start.
It's gonna start.
As we get closer.
It's gonna start kicking up.
But John Cena and Cody, it's just going to be crazy.
It's already on fire.
It's already on fire, bro.
It's just gonna get the flames are just gonna get bigger, bro.
I'm just like, oh man, it's just so weird.
I know.
It's so weird.
It is super weird, dude.
And I've seen a lot of different reactions on YouTube and just their reaction.
you know, like last night and then today, like to be honest, I'm gonna go a little bit personal. I went golfing earlier, and just I could not get Cody Rhodes saying, "Rock, go fuck yourself."
I couldn't either,
out
dude.
of my head. Like holy hell! Like I was telling my fiance about everything that happened last night, and then I showed her the video, and she was like, "Oh."
She was like, "Oh,
damn."
yeah."
And like I cannot get that out of my head.
I couldn't either. I couldn't get. I couldn't get him turning heel out of my head. I was like, bro, like, I cannot believe that he did that. But the question is, I mean, we probably already answered this, but is it a good thing he turned heel or a bad thing? Some people think it's a good thing because they want him to turn heel.
Yeah, I can.
Some people think it's weird because it's his last year.
Right.
I personally think it's weird because it's his last year.
I can see both sides,
But
I'm leaning towards more like it's a good thing.
yeah,
Because I'm thinking ahead that he might have the biggest heel turn, but then he's gonna have the biggest face turn.
Yeah.
But I'm also worried that his face turn is gonna be kind of, if they do it right.
Yeah.
Triple H, you better not fuck this up.
But Triple H is doing an incredible job.
Triple H, my God,
you're doing great, dude.
bow down to fucking you. Holy hell.
And I still love you. You're still one of my greatest wrestlers, even though you don't wrestle anymore. But you're still my favorites. In every 2K game, I will always face you against John Cena. I always do that.
Every time.
I always do that, but you're great, dude. Because I've always wanted to. I mean, I know Cena and Triple H have wrestled in the past, but it would have been cool if they went one more time.
But Triple H says that he doesn't have one more match in him.
And and he has a pacemaker, right?
Yeah.
Which I didn't know that, so.
But honestly, I think he's doing great.
Yeah,
Triple H is doing great.
He's doing a fantastic job. Keep doing what you're doing, dude.
Yeah, just
keep doing it.
You're literally blue balling us. I straight up Triple H, if you ever watch this, which I hope to God you don't.
I hope you do, because then we'll be popular. No, I'm just kidding.
Stop blue balling us and just give us what we want, please. But you have been giving us what
you've been doing great. This is like the Marvel WWE where I want Marvel to be at.
Yeah.
But
Marvel.
I'm loving WWE more than Marvel right now.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I did like Captain America though, but
that's a whole different story.
Yeah, that's not what we talked about on this channel.
Yeah.
But man, a lot of questions to be answered. A lot of things that, because I feel like if we start predicting now, it's too early to start predicting.
Right.
And we're probably going to be wrong because we were hecka wrong last night. So
yeah, we were way wrong.
Way wrong. Especially about the women's, but that was...
Yeah, the women's match, I was way wrong.
We were way wrong on that one.
Even though, like, I kept on seeing, like there are some, booking, like you can, gamble on wrestling for weird reasons. Even though it's literally predetermined, which... idea maybe. Get some extra cash.
You start doing
but
don't threaten me with that.
I was like I saw that Bianca was the top person to win, and I was like, what? How does that make sense? The others I could see, well, Roxanne I can see because she was the Iron Woman at the Royal Rumble. Bailey, I can kind of see doing trying to get the championship back.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss, I can also see the dark side of her, and then just facing Rhea Ripley. Those two crazy lunatics going at it. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Liv Morgan, obviously, Liv Morgan has been going after the Rhea Ripley for God knows how long.
I did tell you last night that I thought Liv was going to win because how it was going, because she was the final too, I think.
Yeah,
she made it all the way to the end.
Yeah, she started it, but then she ended up
losing.
When
I thought Liv, I can't remember what point, but I did say I'm pretty sure Liv's going to win. It's but
now here's the thing. I gotta ask you. Judgment Day has been teasing for a new member. Do you think it's gonna be Naomi that's gonna be the new member?
I don't know. I don't know why it would be though.
Yeah. And I've also heard rumors that it might be an AEW guy that they recently, because some AEW superstars have been released and they might come back to WWE, but I don't know. We're not gonna get into that.
I don't really care for Judgment Day anyways.
Yeah, Judgment Day has been.
They're kind of just like
That faction needs to die soon.
Yeah.
It's getting so stale.
Yeah, it's kind of getting. I guess not boring, but it's just like
It's getting stale.
Yeah.
It's not.
But I don't know. That's still a good question.
Yeah. So we got roughly 50 days.
49 actually.
49 days.
Well, 48 now today.
48 days until WrestleMania.
48 days until WrestleMania. And between now
we
and
only
then,
have 3 matches
3 matches of WrestleMania now.
right now.
So there's going to be a lot more because the 2 nights,
2 nights.
probably 5 matches a night,
Yeah. Maybe.
or 4. Nah, I don't.
No, I would say max probably 6.
Because how many did they do on Wrestling last year for each night?
I can't remember. That's but
Enough that they gotta entertain everyone.
oh yeah.
So yeah, Kevin and Sami Zayn is not over. That's probably gonna be
And
wrestling.
then Randy Orton getting added to it, yeah.
And Naomi versus somebody is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Or Jade Cargill. Yeah.
I feel like she's gonna try to get herself into that world title match.
You think?
I think so.
Maybe a fatal 4-way?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. So we got that one. But yeah,
Cody versus Cena.
Cody versus Cena is gonna be. That's what everyone wants to see now.
Yeah.
Like. Oh.
But then I kept on seeing this thing that The Rock literally made the fans cheer for Cody Rhodes because Cena turned heel. Like they are literally trying to push Cody Rhodes to be the person to replace Cena, to be the big face of the company.
Oh yeah, Michael Cole last night said he's like after Cena won, he's like the face of that generation is facing
The face.
the face is facing the face of this generation.
Yeah.
Which is true.
It is true.
John Cena was the face of our generation.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes is the face of this generation.
And I think Cody Rhodes is a perfect face for this generation.
Yeah. Maybe until he has the title. I don't know.
Yeah. Which, all honesty, I kind of I was like 50-50 on if Cody was going to say yes or not.
Yeah, well, when he first said, I want it all,
Yeah.
I literally thought he was
We
going to
were
say
like,
yes.
oh shit, he might say yes.
He might say yes, but then nope. Go F yourself.
Go
oh
fuck
shoot.
yourself.
But yeah, it's crazy stuff.
I think that's everything.
I think that is everything. We seriously talk about everything, all the questions, everything. Just it's hard to take in everything. Really.
It is.
I'm still thinking about it. I've even gone back and rewatched like when he turned heel to kind of see if I missed anything, but no, I'm pretty sure I saw it all. But it was just funny because when it panned to Rock doing this, you were like, oh crap. I still didn't know what was going on. I knew he turned heel when he kicked him in the nuts. I didn't know.
Oh
before.
yeah.
I didn't know that before. Because I thought.
Even I didn't know.
I didn't know because like I was like, why does John have that face on him?
Oh yeah. When I saw the face, I was like,
why does he?
Here's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought John Cena was gonna attack Rock.
That's what I thought too. Because I was like, that's what I was thinking. Or John Cena was like staring him down as like, yeah, like you thought he was gonna say yes, kind of like that.
Yeah.
But no, like I did not know he turned heel until he kicked him in the nuts. I was like, oh shoot, he is freaking heel.
Yeah.
Like immediately, and everyone was like cheering and just like shocked. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. It was jaw dropping.
It was just so jaw dropping.
I can see that.
That's why I love wrestling.
I fucking love professional wrestling.
I love it. And John Cena, I swear, if you're heel your entire year, you better make it work because I don't think you're gonna be heel your entire tour.
Yeah.
At least until WrestleMania. it almost feels like a possession kind of thing to me. Like, because when Rock did that, it's almost like he possessed Cena to like turn bad. Like it literally felt like that.
Yeah.
And like Cody's gonna like somehow be like the priest and saying, "The power of Christ compels you." It just comes out of his soul, and he turns babyface again. It felt like that. That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
But
I think that's everything.
I think that is everything, guys. If you liked our review, Elimination Chamber, leave a like, and more to come. We'll talk about Monday Night Raw and SmackDown this week.
Yeah, new episode every Sunday. Yeah, and if you liked us being here in person, actually physically being here in person, we will continue on doing this.
Yeah.
Like you brought up a good idea. Do it every PLE.
Yeah, because I'm going to school right now, pretty far from here, so I'll probably commute once a month.
Yeah,
but because coming down is a lot of gas. Gas is expensive.
Yeah, gas is expensive. Thanks.
Freak politics.
Yeah.
But
goddamn.
Anyways, but yeah, guys, like I said, thank you for watching, and it's crazy. It's all over the internet, so I don't think you can miss it.
Yeah.
If you don't know.
If you didn't see what happened last night, then you're literally living under a rock.
Yeah, you are, because it's everywhere.
It's like, everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's like I think it's like the biggest. I even searched up WWE like on Google because I was doing an assignment, and one of the first things was John Cena turns heel. I was like, oh, there it is.
And like I recently saw like how many views they got. Oh my god, the Instagram post.
Like more than 1 million now.
Oh, it's probably like I think last time I just checked was like 10 million views.
Holy cow! Because this is what everyone wanted. This is what everyone just didn't.
Like I said, this has been years in the making. So but we're gonna end it here, you guys.
Yeah. So
we will catch you guys next week. Hopefully, what happens on Raw and SmackDown
are things that I want answered.
Yeah. It will be right here on every Sunday. We will give you everything, our takes about everything
that we can remember. I'm sure there were things that we missed about Elimination Chamber, but we covered the most important things, the big things.
So if you want to hear our takes, feel free to stick around. We're posting everywhere.
Yeah.
Well,
TikTok, YouTube mainly.
Yeah, TikTok and YouTube mainly.
Well, TikTok we post shorts, but YouTube is like the big like what you're seeing.
Yeah, what you're seeing. Who knows? Maybe I'll figure out how to post the audio and post it on Spotify or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll figure. We're still working everything out. This is episode 3
out of I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably until we get bored of it.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever will.
I don't know. We're very invested into what.
Heck, maybe one day we'll be married and have our kids on this show.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I am getting married this year, though.
That is, congratulate him for being married.
Yeah, I'm getting married this year.
And I'm still over here looking for it. So.
Any single women, go hit him up. His Instagram is down in the description.
So good. All right, guys.
All right. We will see you guys next week. I'm Harley.
I'm Logan.
See you. This is Hot Takes of Wrestling. Peace out, y'all.
We'll see you guys.
And now behind the scenes. That was great.
That was a good one.